Good morning, everybody. This is the day the Lord has made. We rejoice and we are glad in it. I'm grateful. Delay is not denial. I know. Don't beat me up. We were supposed to do this on Tuesday, but Tuesday morning I was in the air and I just couldn't connect. But I'm glad to be with you now. It's not a good way for me to start the year. But I'm here. I'm faithful over a few things. I want you to be ruler over many. Do me a favor. I know that our regular group, it was not expecting. We're doing pop-up prayer. Quincy, I'm praying for you and Mom. But I need you to text somebody, call somebody, alert somebody. I want you to share this because they're going to need it more than they know. I am starting a series on Sunday called Unusual Love. 2026, we have marked and declared as a banner that this is the year of the unusual. And I'm believing by faith that you're going to experience love differently than you have in days gone by. There's going to be a series that's going to radically shift your mindset and your perception about love for people who are single, people who are divorced, people who are separated, people who are widowed, people who are happily married, people who are happy alone. I'm dealing with it. You cannot miss a Sunday or a Tuesday in February. On Sundays, I'm going to preach. Tuesdays, I'm going to have conversation. Every Tuesday, I'm going to be interviewing and discussing intimate conversations with people about their love journey, about the impact of love and the absence of it. On the 11th, February 11th, David and Tamla Mann are coming to New Birth. It's going to be a conversation. It's going to be a real one. David and Tamla Mann, February the 11th. Make sure that you are present. Make sure you bring somebody. Make sure you are a part. February 15th, I'm doing something we've never done. Me and Dr. Carey are doing a tag team sermon. It's going to be crazy. February 15th, Dr. Carey and I are doing a tag team sermon, and you're going to want to be in the building. After we finish, we're going to renew the vows of the couples of New Birth. Well, just the couples. Whoever is married and want to renew your vows, it is going to happen on February 15th. Make sure you don't miss it. Make sure you are present. The last Sunday of February, of course, is Red Dress Sunday. So ask that you'll lock in and you'll be a part. The ministers of Minneapolis have invited me to come out and to share with them. But before doing, they asked me to do a national reach for faith leaders and pastors around the country. Saturday at 6 p.m., I need you to get your pastor. If you are a faith leader, minister in training, bishop, overseer, anything in the fivefold ministry gifts, the link is in my bio for you to be able to get on YouTube, on Zoom, to be a part of this debriefing for pastors and faith leaders this coming Saturday. Make sure that you go to my bio and you'll be able to get the link because you're going to have to register in order to get in. Now, let me get to what I want to say. This is so heavy. This is so heavy. I'm not supposed to start till Sunday, but those of you who walk around in my ministry, then you will know. I do a lot of research. So I've been reading on love and the dimensions of love and the dynamics of love. Getting ready for the month of February, I ran across something that I can't hold until February. I need to give it to you now. I need you to listen with rapt attention, because it's going to open up your eyes and then it's going to blow your mind. People who feel guilty for resting grew up in environments where love was conditional. Let me say that again. People who feel guilty about resting grew up in environments where love was conditional. You were not taught that rest was healthy. You were taught that rest had to be earned. Okay? So if you came out of that environment, you experienced love after good grades. You experienced love because you were quiet. You experienced love because you were made to feel useful. You were made to feel loved for being strong. You were loved the most because you were not the one who was the burden. So your nervous system has become wired to believe, hear this, that worth is connected to productivity. So if worth is connected to productivity, doing nothing makes you feel uncomfortable. I'm dropping a 300-pound gorilla right on your chest. Even when you are exhausted, your body rests, but your mind panics. You laying in the bed, what am I supposed to be doing? What's left undone? What email do I do? You got a laptop in bed. You ever been to your mother's house, grandmother's house? You didn't see it as a child, but you're now seeing it as an adult, your grandmother's house. Everybody's at the table eating. Dinner is prepared. She's still straightening stuff. Mama, sit down. Granny, come on. We got to sit down. No, y'all go ahead. Because they have associated the affirmation of self or the worthiness of love is in doing. So they feel bad about doing nothing. 80s babies, listen to me. You don't know about seeing your parents taking PTO. They got to manufacture a cough to take a day off. Your father would work himself to the bone, fall asleep in the front chair. You got to make him go to bed. He sleeping with the TV on in the living room. Daddy, go lay down. Can't. Take pride. I've never missed a day. Take pride. I'm always there. There for the job, but not there for the family. And so doing nothing, we have adapted in our own subliminal thinking that doing nothing is laziness. Child can work all day at school. Then they got practice. They try to lay down. Hey, y'all get up. Y'all get up. What you doing laying across that bed? You ain't sick. And so our survival wiring has short-circuited to make our brain believe that if I stop, I'll lose love. If I stop, I will not get approval. If I stop, there is absolutely no safety. And that's not just lay people, it also happens in pastor. They're going to over-program services, not out of holiness, not out of righteousness, but out of busyness. Healthy environments should teach you what I wanted to say to you today. You are allowed to rest. Make no apologies. I'm going to tell you, I'm not even joking. I don't even know how to put do not disturb on my phone. That's not pride, that is dysfunction. That I got to be, what if an important call comes in? What if somebody needs me? It's a on and off button that we often treat. I'm speak in generalizations about black people. We treat our psychological, what do? You unplug it. In 2026, you do not know how to turn off your iron. You just unplug it. And you've adopted that from your grandmother, thinking if it falls over, you're going to burn the whole house down. There is absolutely a way. You turn the iron all the way off, but we don't know how to do it. We have to unplug because we think that there's going to be greater damage. You have to recondition yourself to understand your love should not be connected to output. You don't have to perform to belong. Did y'all hear what I just said? You don't have to perform to belong. People who are unhealthy teach the exact opposite of that. And in the month of February, I want to make sure that you are aligned up with what healthy looks like, because it is not Hallmark cards and Godiva chocolate and roses. But what do I do about rest? Have you come to the place, I'm going to drop a bomb right here. Have you come to a place where you can rest without explaining yourself? Whoo! It's almost like you got to justify it. Y'all come get these bags. I had 3 conference calls a day. I had a board meeting. I had to turn in my quarterly review. I had to go by the bank. So y'all just give me a minute. Can you rest without explaining yourself? At the end of the creation, when God took his own Sabbath, he didn't go through a litany of the last 6 days. Well, I just created the trees and the gazelles and the daffodils and the Atlantic Ocean. Y'all give me a day. Rest without explaining yourself. Rest without guilt. Here's a rough one. Rest without having to justify it. You are allowed to rest. This is the big one. You are allowed to rest even when you've done nothing. Ooh! You've exerted no energy. You deserve to rest having done nothing. When is your Sabbath? my late mother, Dr. Cecilia Bryant, would always stay on me and say, you preaching on Sunday, traveling on Monday, Bible study on Tuesday, staff meeting on Wednesday, preparing on Thursday, taking the girls to soccer on Saturday. Jamal, when is your Sabbath? You're a poor shepherd if you are not practicing a Sabbath. Yo, this is heavy stuff this morning, especially while you're trying to get out of the bed. This is heavy stuff. But I need you to be intentional in 2026 to program your rest so you don't have to always stay plugged in. Come on, let me pray with you. God, I pray for my brother, for my sister, your daughter, your son, that you'll give them the space to do nothing. Give them the space, Lil, to be able to decompress and disconnect. Give them the courage to place a do not disturb, to put boundaries around themselves. Help adults give themselves a bedtime. Help grown people put themselves on a military jail schedule on what time are lights out. Help us to mature. That we don't always have to be online. We don't always have to scroll. We don't always have to keep the television on. We don't always have to be doing something. But help us to find our Sabbath. God, I pray that this is the year that our minds will be able to rest. Our spirits will be able to be at rest. And our heart will be at rest. And I declare it to be so. In Jesus' name, amen. I got to ask you something before you run. Schedule your day off now. Why you got to wait till July to take a vacation? Can you do something without the children? Can you give yourself grace to program Saturday? I ain't even gonna run no errands. I ain't even running to the store. I am programming to do nothing. And it's okay. I deserve it. I want you to do two things for me. I want you to sow into New Birth. But I want you to hear this, please. I want you to sow into New Birth $23 today. Go to newbirth.org. I'm so proud. We are now even on Zelle. You can give to New Birth through Zelle at New Birth. Ask that you would do that. Data entry at newbirth.org if you're doing it by Zelle. You can do it by Cash App, Crown Prince 07. Crown Prince 07. $23. The Lord is my shepherd, shall not want. Here's what I meant to tell y'all. He makes me to lie down. David didn't say I lie down. He makes me to lie down. Y'all, I better get off of here. He makes me to lie down. I forgot to tell y'all one other part, and I'm finished. Crown Prince 07, $23, small nominal. And the Lord put Adam to sleep. Adam just got dominion, just got authority, and he got all of that God just gave him. And God had to make him go to sleep in order to pull something out of him. As did you sow it even right now. Send your pastor to register for the national call Saturday at 6 with the pastors of Minneapolis. The link is in my bio. Love you. Can't wait to see you Sunday. This series is going to be a game changer. I'm telling you, this series is going to be a game changer. Make sure you're a part of it. Love you. Can't wait to see you in a minute. Get some rest before I see you on Sunday. Those of you who are in Tallahassee, join me tonight. I'll be in Tallahassee tonight at 7:30 at Mount Zion for their one-night revival. See y'all in a minute. Love you much.